Welcome to Drawfee, where we take dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Karina.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Julia.
And Jacob and Julia, you guys are cat owners.
Yeah, we got a couple of really normal cats over here.
Yeah. One is directly to my right.
And Karina, you've often drawn cats.
Yes. Never owned one, though.
And I'm Nathan.
Oh my God. I turned around and our cat just jump scared me. She was right next to my face all of a sudden.
Wow,
Damn.
that sounds like a pretty normal thing for a cat to do.
Yeah.
Normal cat things.
You know what's a fun Twitter account? Is normal cat pics,
Yep.
where they have pictures of cats that are not normal. They're like weird computer nightmares of cats. Someone suggested that we try describing these images to each other and seeing what we come
Nathan,
up
that
with.
person was Bamfaloo.
Bamfaloo, thank you for this suggestion. I want to draw a normal cat. Julia, do you have a normal cat for me to draw?
Boy, do I.
I'm so excited.
I have no idea how I'm going to describe this, but that's kind of the point, I guess.
Yeah, it's like celebrity sketch artist is for me, but it's okay because I'm not messing up an actual human's face.
All right, Nathan.
Yeah.
This cat is facing to the right, a 3/4 view, kind of like a grumpy looking cat.
Grumpy
like
looking cat.
It's giving me flashes of like a famous Winston Churchill.
Okay, sort of. Okay. How big is the head of the cat in the frame? Is it mostly face or is it sort of a full body shot?
In the frame, it's not that big, but I think we're aiming for just the cat right now, right?
I don't understand that response, so I'm just gonna.
What does that mean?
I'm just gonna start drawing a cat, and you can correct the parts that are wrong. But you said grumpy.
He's looking the other way.
You said to the right, and I drew him facing to the left because I'm an idiot. I'm a direction idiot.
Well, that's his right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Who's right?
Yeah, it's the cat's right, but you meant the right. You meant canvas right.
I meant, yeah.
Obviously.
I'm sorry. That was my bad.
No, it's both. It's both of us. Okay.
Everyone's wrong.
I'm going to start this cat drawing.
Cats aren't real.
Okay. So we've got sort of a cat looking this way. And he's grumpy.
It has a real squashed face, I will say that.
A squashed face. Okay.
Yeah.
So more of like
the eyes are kind of close to the ears, but then like the nose and mouth are proportionately away from the eyes.
Oh, okay. So the eyes are close to the ears.
So like, yeah, but the face is pretty normally distanced from its own features.
This is good already.
Yeah. That's good because one of the ears, it's like pointing up, but doing that like sideways thing that they do where they turn to listen to something coming out from like
Which ear is doing what?
Our left, this cat's right.
Is pointing up and to the side?
That's the wrong ear.
That's the wrong ear.
You said our right.
No.
No.
Our left.
You said our left.
This cat's right. Today on Drawfee.
Today on Drawfee, we draw normal cats and learn that Nathan can't do directions at all, even a little bit.
Just hold up your index and your thumb.
No.
Yeah.
And the one that's shaped like an L is your left hand.
No, I know.
We'll prove it. This is a dog.
This is a cat.
Unfortunately, this is a Scottish Terrier or whatever.
What do cats do? They've got a nose.
It's got like little round cheeks. It's not like the fluffiest thing.
Yeah, they sing songs.
God damn it, Karina. Please make this cat grumpier looking, though.
Well, I tried, and you said it was a dog.
Well, the cheeks made it look very doggish. See, this reads cat.
Yeah, this is more cat.
Okay, so there is no bottom to this head. So the left cheek really like cheeks out a little bit, and then
This is the cat's left cheek or my left?
It cheeks out.
The cheek cheeks out.
Which
that
side?
one, yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our right, the cat's left.
Okay. It cheeks out.
Okay, and then it immediately goes into kind of a short shoulder and an elbow, like he's resting it on a bar like table,
So,
you know?
like that.
Yeah. But make that arm just the smallest little dinky arm.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. So like that.
I like this guy.
But make that paw a little bit longer.
A long paw.
A long paw.
You're
That
looking
kind
a
of
little long in
becomes
the paw.
becomes a cone.
Small arm, long paw.
It becomes a cone of a paw. There, yeah. There you go.
I'll have what he's having.
I should also say that the cat's left eye, our right, looks like he has a slash through it, like one of those cool O's that some languages have, where it's like diagonal.
Did I do it?
That's a vertical. It goes like across the eye.
You know he's not good at directions.
Like this?
That's a horizontal. I mean a diagonal. Like
Mine
if you
was
were to
pretty
have like a no permission sign sort of diagonal.
Okay. So
yeah.
Like that? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now you have a little bit of like a chest that goes directly from that left paw, like arm, elbow, armpit area. I meant the armpit. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You have like a little chest that goes a little bit across.
Across
to
what?
the left. To the left. Just like straight across.
Yeah,
okay.
the cat's right.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
no.
stop right there.
Uh-huh.
Draw just a long noodle. A long
going which-
skinny
going
noodle
down?
Down. Yeah, less curves on that, but I do like this kind of energy.
Oh.
It's not perfectly straight, but it is like it got a little bit of a bend. Yeah. And that also becomes a cone at the end.
Oh, that's the other arm.
Yeah, that's the other arm.
Okay.
So then the armpit is a little long and goes towards the left. Our left, yeah. And then it slopes down because now we're getting to like that stomach area. Yeah. Now I want you to draw another long cone that is exactly as long as that long noodle arm.
Just so like going straight down or going on this sort of slope?
Straight down.
So it's just a cone. Just
Yeah.
a full cone? Okay.
That's a leg,
Yep.
I think. Okay. Now you're going to have a little continuation of the stomach area, diagonal down. Just a little bit. Yeah. Now you're going to have a complete triangle that comes out to the right and touches the bottom of that shorter but still noodly leg.
So like this?
Yeah. Then you just want to go perfectly horizontally to the left. And then a little bit of like an indication of a tail pointing down, but it's very short and ends in a cone. Yep. Then you're just going to like do a little swoop up. Yep, a little swoop. Yep, perfect. And now you're going to want to do another swoop that comes off of that swoop like a big hill that connects to that tall ear, to the bottom of that tall ear you've drawn.
Like that? Or
Yeah.
more hill-like?
No, that's great.
Okay.
The other thing
Uh-huh.
is that I've just noticed
Mm-hmm.
that there is a small triangle to the left of the cat's ear, as if there were another ear on the back of the cat.
So like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Special ear.
And also what I want you to do
Mm-hmm.
is
What is he
by
back
that
there?
bottom leg there,
Which
the longer cone, but not the longest cone.
this one?
Yeah. There's like a little indication of a back foot just in the middle there.
In the middle?
And in the middle of that negative space between the two legs. No. To the right of that. I'm sorry.
Like that?
Yeah.
But it's not connected to anything?
No.
Okay.
It's just its own shape.
Okay.
This has to be done.
Yeah.
What
I
else
mean,
could there be?
just add a little chin to this kitty in between the mouth line, just really up there.
Up in there, just
up
like
there. Yeah. And then also, I just want you to draw like one vertical line in between the two eyebrows, just to make them grumpier. Yeah. Okay. That's it for this kitty.
Oh,
Wow. What
a man.
I am going to send you now the image this was based off of.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
great.
All right.
Okay, let me.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, see?
You kind of nailed it.
Yeah, all right.
I liked it. There was a lot of attitude. It felt like Nathan could pull it off.
Julia, you're so good at describing things.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I guess it's now my turn to describe a perfectly normal cat to Karina.
It's my
Yeah.
turn
Yeah.
to draw a normal cat.
The head of this cat is right smack dab in the middle, facing directly towards us.
Perfect.
It's sort of sloping down to our right, like it's doing a bit of a droop. Like the top of the head on the left side is higher than the top of the head on the right side. Same with the bottom. Like if someone took the transform tool, the sort of distort tool, and just sort of pulled a cat's head.
Like that?
Except I got the directions backwards again. So it's
Yeah, I wasn't.
it's
That's
our
okay.
it's higher on our left and lower on our right, despite
Like
what I may have said. Yeah, perfect.
That's a lump.
And you can go ahead and make that a little bigger. You can just size that up because this cat doesn't. And move it more towards the center. Yeah. And then the body for this cat is very simple. It just sort of goes like the base of, or I guess maybe like a quarter of the way up the head on both sides. It just sort of goes off all the way to the edge of the canvas on both sides. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, it's a little
my
bit
God.
it's a little bit lower on our right side because of the slope of the head.
Of course, you have to obey the angles.
It's very floofy and hairy, so there's just lots of errant hairs going off in all directions, like very long, wispy hairs going
I've
off.
also been looking at these, and I have a feeling.
You have a feeling you know which one?
No, I have a feeling I know what energy I'm going for here. So let me just do some. I say this like I'm not going to render this later. Oh, that's not a good. It's kind of like this.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You could, it's like that, but I think there are a few that are even like longer and stringier. But yeah,
Okay.
that's sort of.
Because they all kind of look like this.
Yeah,
They all
do
kind of look like
that.
this. I think you've definitely got the idea here. It's hard to tell what's being pulled and what is just this cat's hair. Let's go to the face. We've got just sort of a regular cat nose right in the middle.
Square in the middle.
Just like imagine the face is also perfect. Instead of eyes,
Instead of eyes.
just a horizontal line sort of following the slope of the head, sort of like imagine a little bit shorter. Like imagine like eyebrows, like you're drawing a grumpy, but there's no eyes underneath. And then on our right, yeah, but it's also contiguous. The line continues through the middle. And then on the right side, that sloping down line is good, but you also need to add an additional line coming off from like right above the right side of the nose, going more parallel with the the right side of the nose up to where it intersects. Now take that and go up and to the right. Yeah. Not all the way to the edge. Not all the way to the edge.
My bad.
Like that, and then you can get rid of the little line below. Yeah.
This feels like
Perfect.
art.
I like this guy. His character.
You can shorten the bottom part of that. Yeah, like that. The mouth, it's just sort of a cat mouth. It's closed. It comes right down from the nose and just sort of does the little cat shape. And it's got the line that goes up to the nose.
Uh-huh.
And it's like this is a fluffy, like long-haired cat, and so that's sort of reflected in sort of the general face shape. It's there's lots of hairs sort of coming out from the central point, long hairs sort of all coming out from that central point. Very good.
I want there to be eyes so badly.
This is a kingpin cat.
There aren't. There just aren't.
There just aren't going to be eyes. I could tell.
You can remove some of the like I like the bottom of the head the way you have it. You just remove the parts. No, keep the middle part. Remove the parts closest to the edge. So it's just sort of like it's just sort of like a little squiggly line down there. And you can make that line more sort of hairy, like it has a hairy texture to it.
This is my quarantine Sona.
You already had yours. This is mine.
And again, even more long, wispy hairs coming out from the sides of the head as well.
I noticed that we have not spoken of hair, ears.
The ears are like they're just little floofy triangles that are made of the same long wispies. They're like almost indistinguishable from the wispies themselves. It's like if the wispies formed triangles on either side, just sort of pointing out.
This feels like...
And that's, Karina, that second ear is perfect. Your instinct to put it there was correct.
I just know these things, you know.
And there's one particularly long hair coming out of that right ear, our right ear, that just goes all the way to the edge.
Great.
Okay, so that's like sort of range.
But it's more wiggly. It's more wiggly than that. It's like a crooked long hair that goes and it sort of slopes more down, but it's fine. The way you have it is good.
It feels like a fashion designer was trying to draw design a Dr. Seuss character.
But the real piece de resistance here is on top of the cat's head, as if it were a hat, is what appears to be just the inside of an open cat's mouth. Just sort of like a dome shape, an arch shape that's bright red. I don't know if you wanna. It's like it more straight up. Like it's a bit taller than that. It's not crooked like the rest of this cat. It is perfectly straight up. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, and then it domes over. It's an even steeper dome. I would say, like a steeper arc to it. Yeah.
My God.
This cat looks so much like Michael Chiklis.
And then you do see some very sharp teeth inside of this. Yeah, it's just bright red and there are sharp teeth inside.
This is the shape of it, but it's going into a mouth.
Yes.
My God.
I feel like this is a metaphor.
And then the very bottom of this dome, like the rest of the cat's head does the slope. It's like the very bottom of the dome is perfectly straight across too, and that's just sort of made up by like an unnatural mound of cat hair of the top of this cat's head. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Yep.
My God.
Unnatural.
Yep.
Mound,
Karina, you nailed it. You absolutely nailed this cat.
Got it.
I can't wait. Yeah.
I need to see this uncle.
I'm gonna send you.
This cat looks like an uncle.
You're gonna be so proud of yourself. Thank you for making my description.
Yeah, who is this uncle?
I need to see this Mike Mignola cat.
Here it is.
Wow. He really is like an uncle.
Uncle Mouth Hat.
someone's uncle.
I'm ready to draw a cat. Everybody wants to be a cat.
You have a cat in your lap
I have a
right
cat
now.
in my lap right now.
She came over screaming.
Thank you.
Hopefully she will lend me her strength for the coming trials.
I got a weird one, and I'm going to try my best to put it into words.
Okay.
The cat itself, I'd say it's kind
Okay.
of in the lower third of the scene. It is a square image, and
Oh, you
Hold
got
on,
a real rough brush for
I'm
this.
using a filthy brush because I feel like it's only right.
It's a dirty
Ooh.
brush.
A dirty brush for these dirty cats.
this
Okay,
cat
I'm
is
ready.
kind of emerging from what appears to be a slit in a wall.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
As
And
cats
its
do.
entire head is out.
Its entire head is out. So
Yeah.
the head is like down here in this lower third
Yeah,
section.
you could make it bigger.
Okay, how's like this for size?
Yeah. But I will say that it's a bit like longer than it is wide. It's an
Okay.
oval in the opposite direction.
So it's like up like this.
Yeah.
Is this right?
Yeah.
It's an egg.
It's got a bit of a flat top. It's got a bit of a
Okay.
kind of like like a bonk.
A little bit of a top bonk. Got it.
Yeah. And it is kind of stepping out from what appears to be a slit in a wall. You could actually make it a little smaller.
What leg is it stepping with?
What I assume is its left leg, the one that's facing us. Imagine, won't you, that a cat is walking, you're watching it from the side, and it steps out with its little leggy, and it goes, like,
So like this leg.
yeah, it's kind of going straight out. It's doing like a full, like,
Okay.
Full reach.
yeah,
Sure.
It's coming out of its cage and it's doing just
It's doing
fine.
just fine.
exactly.
So we're going out like this.
Yeah, I would argue that the leggy, it is very much a leggy. It's a perfect 90 degrees.
A
Like-
perfect 90 degree. Does it
What?
does it go
Wait,
over
let me remember angles. Yes.
like this?
Yeah, but it's quite long.
Does
It's
it go
very
over the face?
turkey-leggish.
It's
No.
turkey leggish?
Yeah, it's because it's bigger than that.
It's got a
quite
bit
large.
of a bit of a haunch to it.
It's got a reach.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a real haunch. It looks more like a back leg, but it's the front leg.
So like this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a big
yeah.
old turkey haunch.
Yeah.
Live every front leg like it's your back leg.
And I will say that most of the rest of the cat appears to be inside of what is probably a slit in a wall.
It's like a-
Kinda.
Like
A
a,
perfect vert?
vertical.
Like it's like a perfect like a doorway, but very, very skinny.
Okay, so it's coming out of like a very thin.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna. Let's go straight up.
I
here.
will say that you could make the cat a little smaller.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. though,
Okay. Okay.
If you just want more room for the slit.
How's this?
Yeah.
Cat's down here.
Yeah.
It's coming out of. Is the slit very tall? Is it like this?
It's not that tall. There is something at the top cutting it off. I'm not sure if it's more cat.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It's
So there's-
almost like there's a shelf at the top and there's like a bowl on the shelf, but they both appear to be relatively the same texture as the cat.
Oh,
So they
no.
might be
Uh-oh.
more cat.
I just want to say that at this point in your drawing, you have definitely drawn for the longest amount of time out of any of us without drawing anything that even comes close to looking like a cat.
That's true.
I'm trying.
This is a no. I'm
Yeah.
like this is abstract art so far.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
far.
I will say that the possible flesh shelf does not go all the way to the end. It just cuts off where the slit is.
Oh.
It's like
Oh,
it's
okay.
like a doorway, and it's like the top of the doorway,
I
but
see.
it's so tiny.
I see. So this whole thing needs to be small
Yeah,
and like this, and then I'll move this.
yeah, kind of like
This
that.
bowl.
Yeah, yeah.
This weird bowl.
I don't know what it is.
And
It
then this
might
is
be more
a-
cat.
This
It
is
might
a
be
slit.
more cat.
This is
Okay.
artwork you'd find in an IKEA.
It's emerging from. Okay.
This is a good composition though, with like the black, the three vertical. I like this.
You could make the slit larger, but at your leisure.
Like wider?
I feel like
Okay.
Gosh, I wish you'd stop saying slit.
Tell me when.
Here, it goes to about the middle of the head.
Okay, so we're like here. We're like over here.
Okay. I feel like I've been avoiding this cat's face long enough.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this slit dealt with.
Stop.
Before we move forwards with this.
Guys, the word slit is making Nathan very uncomfortable. I would appreciate if you stop saying slit so much.
It's a normal word. What else am I supposed to say? What's a better word?
Crevasse.
Just an opening.
An opening.
They're all bad, I guess.
It's kind of like, it kind of looks like that part in The Shining where he like axes through the wall and he's like, eh. But instead of his face, it's a cat coming out doing leggy.
Doing leggy.
Okay, ready for more. I'm ready for cat. I'm ready to get
so
this
the cat is kind of like, he appears to be coming out of the slit, kind of phasing into it.
Okay.
He's got little ears, but they're like rounded and they're kind of like laying flat. He has a very flat top of the head.
This nightmare cat.
Okay, so he has a very
Flat head and rounded ears.
Yeah, like he does have ears, but the way they're positioned, very flat head.
So is it kind of like this?
Kinda. Ears pretty normal size. It's just real flat.
So they're big, but they're flat?
Kind of rounded. Yeah.
Kind of rounded?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
My God.
Are both ears visible?
Yeah. The other one is doing the thing where it kind of phases into the the thing.
I'm getting like feel vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the face,
it's doing a reach.
It
just
does
like seal.
Have a cat face, and it looks like a cat, but much like the head is kind of long egg, the face is kind of proportional to the shape of the head.
What angle is it looking at? Like a 3/4?
It's looking like to our right.
So profile?
Like 3/4.
Or 3/4?
3/4. So like the nose would be like maybe here. Where's the nose?
All right.
It's looking back the other way?
Yeah.
It's looking this way?
Yeah.
No.
And I will say that its most prominent features are its eyes, especially the one on our left. It's quite big.
Is it just real long? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
everything is relative. It doesn't have much of a mouth, but
it's doing a stretch.
Everything's where you expect it to be. It's just that the eyes look very surprised and maybe a little haunting.
Big like this? Big like this?
No, that's too cute.
It's like a melty eye?
It's a little meltier.
Okay.
Melt up those eyes, Jacob.
Yeah, make a melty. Be brave.
I gotta really think about.
Don't be afraid to melt the eyes.
Yeah.
Was it like that? How big's the pupil?
It's pretty big. I'd say it takes up at least 1/4 of the eye. It's not that big, though.
Is it more like this?
Kinda. Yeah. Yeah. And whatever you're doing with that right eye, the left eye is bigger.
Bigger.
Bigger and more surprised.
Okay.
That's the gist I'm getting of this cat.
This is an eye. This is one of them nocturnal like lemur things.
This looks like Foamy the squirrel.
This looks like who?
That squirrel?
What squirrel?
Webcomic squirrel from like the 2000s.
What else is on this cat? I need more information.
It has a little bit of a mouth. It's kind of like the mouse is going, oh, like, oh.
Oh, Jacob.
And I guess to backtrack, the eyes aren't really looking at us. They're looking a bit off to the right.
Oh.
This cat's really looking back.
This cat is
wistful.
not concerned with us. It's emerging.
It's emerging, but it wants to remember where it came from.
So it's looking back this way?
Yeah.
This cat is being hunted.
And I guess as a final bit, It does have a bit of neck fluff. It kind of that kind of pronounces the cat chin. He's really making a oh kind of expression.
Okay. Yeah. So like maybe down here like this.
Yeah. And then he's doing that thing where the neck is fluffy. And that's about this cat.
So kind of like this.
Yeah.
What about like the ratio of like eyes to nose to mouth? Do we need to make that longer?
Okay. If you want to refine the face, here's what you're going to do. The nose, like the bridge of the cat nose, bigger.
Okay.
Let's refine this feline.
So like kind of like this.
Like the nose is a little proportional to the eyes, but not the mouth. The mouth is correct, if not a little too big.
Wow. Tiny mouth. Oh.
Well,
Oh.
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 That's just a normal cat.
yeah. And my only other critique would be more surprised.
More surprised.
Yeah.
So kind of like maybe like this.
Yeah.
Amazing.
This is a normal cat.
This is just a normal cat. I mean, these are all
Normal songs for normal cats. And yeah, and that's kind of the gist of it.
This is the gist of it?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, you can make the leggy longer. It's really extending.
Wow, okay. In this economy.
Yeah. And that's your normal cat.
That's a normal cat.
This is an Edward Gorey. What is this?
It's
All right.
a normal cat.
Show me this cat. I have to see. I have to know.
Show me cat.
Here he comes.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
God.
Wow, yeah.
He's coming out of the slit.
That is a flesh bowl.
I do hate the flesh bowl. This is bad.
Maybe that's another cat.
Could be.
This is a bad scene.
I
Yeah.
wanted to give you a bad cat.
Well, you succeeded. The cat is bad. And I think I did a great job with this bad cat. Julia, do you want to get in?
Yes.
I have to give you a cat, right?
Yeah, you have to give me a cat so that
Okay.
I can draw.
This cat is wow, what a cat. Let me come out first and say.
Okay.
What a
I
cat.
think we could say that about all the cats we've drawn today.
Well, you haven't seen this one.
Okay.
So this cat is sort of in the middle of a square frame.
Okay.
You don't have to make a square frame if
Right.
you don't want to, but it's sitting in the middle, and it looks like it would be sitting. It's sitting on kind of an amalgamation of like a windowsill and like a street. It's like a really messed up like cubist representation of a windowsill. But let's not worry about that. It angles the other way, actually.
Okay.
If you draw a slightly diagonal to the right line, down from left to right, that's kind of like where he'll be sitting.
Okay.
And if you did another one sort of behind that, or above it, I mean, no, like an exact parallel line, just higher, and then more high than that to represent sort of a sitting plane
Okay.
for this cat to exist upon. This is the plane on which you will paint
This kitty.
this kitty. Higher, though.
Oh.
I've heard of snakes on a plane, but cat on a plane?
Now I've seen everything. Angle the edges of it like this.
That you can't do motions. That's cheating.
Angle the edges
Yeah.
the other way.
Like that.
The other way.
The other way.
The other way.
We're making a 3-dimensional shape here
Okay.
that is a ledge on which this cat sits.
Okay.
And we're below it, it looks like.
We're above the cat.
Oh, no.
If you make that left angle a little sharper, I think it will make more sense. Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
This is
I
just
see.
the ledge.
We're above the cat.
Okay, so I want you to draw. Let me tell you right out the gate. This cat is squart.
Squirt cat.
Squart as all hell.
Great.
For his head,
Mm-hmm.
and you can maybe like draw him up above, and then we can place him on this ledge because otherwise it's going to be difficult.
I'm just gonna draw him on a new layer.
His head is like a squat oval.
Like a egg that fell down.
Yeah, but not egg shaped, just a perfect oval.
Okay.
This cat's looking basically that's basically
A
perfect.
round Hey Arnold.
Oh, that's
Yes.
great.
And I would move that to the right because we're going to need some room on the left.
Great.
He's doing that sit that cats do where their butts are down and they have their paws straight and they're sitting up.
Okay.
And his body goes off to the left, canvas left. And if you basically just add underneath this oval too big. Add a rectangle with rounded edges that is basically parallel to the right side of the oval and then extends off to the left.
What?
You know what a rectangle is?
Yes.
You're going to draw a rectangle under this oval.
My God.
How dare you? Do you know what a rectangle is? Jacob's getting rude about this cat.
Wow.
Like that?
See, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted.
Okay.
And
You should describe that.
Apparently I described it perfectly because...
Unbelievable.
And he'll be sitting on this ledge, so I would move the whole cat up more. Just let's deal with the cat separate from this ledge, and then we'll place him. Otherwise, it's going to be impossible.
This cat challenge is going to tear me and Jacob apart.
Okay, move the oval to the right a bit so that the edge of the oval is touching the edge of the rectangle on the right side. Imagine that the oval is the head, right?
Yeah.
We're going to connect it down to the rectangle on the left side and kind of a little slopey slope. Like a lumpy slope. Yeah, that's actually great. Just like that. And then connect the other side as well.
Straight down?
Yeah. And now
This
I'm
is
going to
a
try to
chode.
give you an example. He is a chode of a cat. Now you can erase out those middle lines. So we just have this one beautiful, perfect shape. This perfect cat shape.
This is like a wedge of cheesecake
Yeah, it kind of is.
Damn.
with a little dollop of something on top.
I want cheesecake.
His face is pretty big. And he's kind of doing like a squint.
Okay.
And he's not looking directly at us. He's looking slightly canvas right. But his
Okay.
face is mostly centered within this oval.
Okay.
So he has sort of wide, squinty eyes that are squinted. They're squinted down like he looks
Okay.
grumpy a little bit.
Oh boy.
That's pretty good, but make him come to like points where like the eye.
Tear duct?
Yeah. They come to a point in the middle. They come to a point in the middle of both eyes.
In the middle of it? Okay.
Each eye shares a tear duct.
Yeah, but like a downward point that goes into like the bridge of the nose.
Oh, got it. Okay. Like that?
Yeah, that's good. Now do that for the other one too, and we'll be in.
Oh, it's an
They don't-
owl.
They don't meet though.
I
Oh.
like this though.
Never the two shall meet.
This is like a cool logo for some clothing that I don't know where they got it from, but I'm like, dang, that looks cool.
Now, do me a favor, Julia,
Uh-huh.
and erase the bottom line of the eye.
Okay.
Now start at the bridge of the nose.
The bottom of the bridge of the nose?
No, like kind of where it meets the eye up there.
Okay.
Now go left.
Like straight horizontal?
Go straight left a bit. Okay, stop there. And now angle up to meet the top of the eye, up to the left.
Oh, they're like little parallelograms.
Yeah, they're like parallelograms. Both eyes are like that.
This is quite a cat.
And the other eye does the same thing. It's got very like sharp-shaped eyes. They're not round at all.
This is Brack.
This is Brad.
Hey.
Okay, now make both eyes smaller and move them a bit further apart. I would say even a little smaller. And then take that right one and really
Yeah.
crank it over to the right. I just love seeing my beautiful child slowly come into shape. And take the right eye or the right eye from our view and make it a little lower than the left one.
Okay.
Drift it down.
That's
Oh,
that's
baby.
good.
That's the
good.
ticket.
Okay, so put a cat nose in there, sort of where you think it would be. Yeah, that's good. And then
This is like the riddle of the Sphinx. Like you see this cat,
And you got to figure it
you
out.
gotta figure it out. It's gonna eat you if you get its riddle wrong.
now right under the nose, it's doing what we call in our cats the tiny mouth.
Oh, okay.
It's got kind of its mouth pursed, and it's just like, But it does curve up in the middle a bit. Like how a cat mouth do, yeah. That's exactly it.
Like when you make a 3 to indicate cat mouth, but it's not
Yeah.
smiling.
And put little like dimples sort of at the end of the lines to indicate that he's really like going, yeah. Okay.
This is just something Julia would draw, I feel like.
Yeah.
So
Now
far.
take the whole face
Uh-huh.
and make it smaller and move it down like his head is tilted slightly downwards. Smaller than that. Smaller. Yeah. And then higher. Lefter. Higher. Righter. That's pretty good. Get it a little higher. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I love this loaf of bread with a face.
So then he's got on the flat right side here.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a cheek that sort of goes all the way from the top of his eye down to the bottom of his mouth, like a rounded out cheek.
It cheeks out.
It cheeks out, yep. And then make the same cheek but longer on his body shape, all the way down to the bottom of his body.
Oh, a double cheek.
Yep.
Like a bee.
Yeah, he's a big letter B, essentially. Now on the back of where his neck would be, you're going to want a cheek there too.
What's his neck?
Like
Jacob?
his neck fold where it would meet his body over there.
Right here?
On the other side.
Right.
That's his body.
Yeah.
So like go up
Yeah.
right there. Yeah. That's like his little neck fold, and his ear is going to be right above that.
Is
And
it
it's
going
just kind
up
of a
or?
normal ear going out to the up and to the left. Smaller though, much smaller. Much smaller. Too small. Like that, but smaller.
My God.
And the tip is rounded.
Just the right amount of smaller.
Yeah, it's got to be the perfect amount of smaller.
I'm so captivated by this that like I feel like I don't have anything to add in commentary.
Yeah, I just want to
besides-
see it.
This looks like a cat spaceship coming in to kidnap some people.
Yeah.
The other ear goes where you would think it would, kind of on the other side, and is about the same size.
Beautiful.
Now we're getting into some important territory here. Let's talk about the back, the sort of rump area of this cat.
Okay.
The left side of that rectangle, we're going to want to round it out a little bit more. And then give him like a back leg line. You know, like a haunch line like you do.
Yeah.
Give him a haunch line. It's kind of like in the expected spot, honestly. Yeah, that's good. So here's where things get weird. Kind of to the right of this back leg line is what I imagine at one point was like a foot, but now it's just like a giant, awful chicken nugget. Imagine Willie's cat's foot,
Yeah.
his terrible chicken nugget.
Yeah.
Just put one of those right to the right of that back leg line. Like it's sticking out of his stomach, essentially, and it's a big, gross chicken nugget paw. It's bigger, and it looks like it's emerging from his stomach.
More.
Okay.
nuggy.
I'm gonna move this cat up for a second.
I mean, I'm telling you.
Oh no.
It's kind of like that, but then make a line
no.
that goes over the top, like it's literally coming out of his side. Yeah. Yeah, that's
a
pretty
good
good.
chicken nugget.
But make it just lumpier all around it.
The
You
whole-
drew
the whole
more,
leg?
More and smaller lumps.
Now I want McDonald's. You just drew a perfect McDonald's chicken nug.
Oh, it does kind of look like one.
That was the kind of chicken nugget I was thinking of.
It's a very distinct shape.
God. Oh
Yeah,
no.
it's a really bad scene down there.
Making me hungry.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that's perfect.
This chicken nugget was dropped on the floor and collected so much dust
Then it became a cat.
that it became a cat.
Okay, so his front legs and feet are both straight. They're going straight down. They start about halfway up his body mass length. And then they're just like two fat normal cat legs that are touching. He's like sitting with them touching each other.
Got it.
They don't go down that far. They go down barely below the bottom of his body.
Looks like he's got a little beard. Not anymore.
Not like that.
Oh,
It's
but
like
it's so
it's like
cute.
his
I wish
thighs-
it was.
If cats had thighs, it's like those are together, and then
Okay.
his paws are facing outwards from one another.
Got it. It's kind of creating a seal,
Yes.
like a seal tail.
Beautiful.
Yeah, like that. But now highlight them and just widen them up.
Okay.
The front leg, the leg that
Yeah.
you see on our right,
Yeah.
lines up with the side of his body. That's how wide.
Oh. Okay.
It's like part of that shape. That's too far down. It does not go nearly as far as the nugget.
Right. You said
The nugget travels further. Yeah, all the way over.
If you've reached the nugget, you've gone too far.
That's basically it, but follow the curve of that outside edge of his body in, and then make the foot.
Oh, Jacob, you were right. What a cat.
And then there's just like a line sort of between the legs, betwixt the legs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like furry, you know? They're like furry and round. They're not like Dilbert's legs.
Nothing is like Dilbert's
Nothing
legs.
is like Dilbert's legs.
Name one thing.
You can't.
Yeah, that's very good.
Oh, gosh.
I just have a couple more touches and then we'll be done here.
Oh, man.
Does it have pupils?
It does have pupils. They're basically just vertical lines.
Okay.
So you can put a couple vertical lines and have him like looking in slightly, two different directions. He's not really focusing on much of anything.
Oh, yeah.
That's a bit too much. I need a slighter drift. And then on the inside of the eye, like just make the lines thicker on the inside of the eye. Just go around it like that. Perfect. That's exactly exactly what I wanted.
Oh.
This cat has sort of a dark
Oh, wow.
a dark energy to it. Can you give him a tiny little chin line under his mouth? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. The last thing I would have you do.
Wow.
Take the bottom vertical line of his body. Or the bottom horizontal line of his body.
This thing?
Yes.
Okay.
And just move that down just a little bit so it kind of meets the top of the foot. And that's going to have it at the right spot.
Does it have a tail or?
No tail.
No tail for this cat.
And then just put him on this ledge. And there is what I believe to be a bird next to him, but I don't think we can get into that.
We simply don't have time.
We don't have time.
Fix it in post.
No.
Oh, wow.
I like that bird.
It's a small bird that looks like it's made of trash. But we can't talk about the bird. We'll be stuck forever.
I'm gonna delete some of this ledge.
Yeah, do that. And then to kind of finish the sort of composition here, starting from like the bottom left corner of this ledge, just make a line that goes up and to the left until it leaves the canvas. That's good. And then make sort of this line go all the way across. Yeah, and the other one too. And kind of do another sort of line that goes up and to the right behind that. As if there's like a part of the window opening. Yeah. It really is a cubist nightmare window. This is the gist of it.
Wow. There's so much energy from this face you've drawn, Julia.
It's so modern.
She did a very good job with the face.
This is a mood. It's not a mood I think I'm powerful enough to have, but it's a mood that I've seen. Yeah.
Oh
Boy.
There he is.
The bird looks like it's made out of bird poop.
Yeah, the bird is another mystery altogether.
The bird looks like a bird pooped on the picture of this cat.
Amazing.
And this cat just has I saw it and it's got such a vibe. Like
Yeah.
I feel what this cat is feeling and it is like profound disappointment.
What a treat. Thank you to Normal Cat Pics for existing.
Yeah. Shout out to all the AIs making these cats.
Yeah, check out that Twitter if you don't already. Let us know what you want to see us draw next time. If there's some crazy image dump you want us to try and describe to each other, let us know.
Follow us on Twitter for this exact mood at all times.
Yep.
We are all this cat on Twitter.
You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Julia Lepetite Illustrates if you don't have a Twitter.
Just get a Twitter.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It's awful. Join us there.
Join us.
Yeah.
You guys make it better, though.
So do you, Nathan. And these cats.
And these cats. We're sorry.
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 Sorry.